We're back at Whoops Motorsports, and today we are going to drill holes in my 2005 Lotus Elise clamp because we are going to set up and test out the new custom fabricated battery mount bracket for my Elise that Josh here at Whoops has been working on for me. I still need to clean up this area quite a lot, but this is what I was working with, and this just is not going to work for the track. Now, they do make an anti-gravity battery and custom mount for this car, but I'm gonna be super honest, I was not paying that kind of money for a battery for this car, because if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I am the battery killer of the century. I be killing batteries. I'm not killing a battery that expensive. This is still very much a prototype. This is made of aluminum, so it's lightweight, and it's meant to just fit a standard 26R. Well, it's supposed to be a 26R, but this is just a 26. Anyway, I got this battery super cheap at Walmart to mock up, and because I do be killing batteries, like I've said. So this is going to mount into the rear hatch right where the factory battery mount is supposed to be and hold everything super securely in place. The final product is going to look a lot more polished than this, but this is what we're testing out just to see how everything works and make sure the battery stays where it's supposed to be without adding too much weight with the bracket. But now I need to do my least favorite thing, which is that I need to drill into my car. And if I'm being super honest, I'm scared to do that. But we are going to hold it in with some riv nuts, and I've never used that tool before, so come with me while Josh and Nico teach me how to use a riv nut tool. We've been getting my car ready to pass tech at the track, which has meant going over the entire car. I still have a lot of things to do, but we're going to be testing out a few things this weekend over at the circle track at OSW. It's not technically a road course track, but it's what we're going to use. I went ahead and did the upgraded brake pads and rotors from EBC. We adjusted my harnesses in the seat. I am going to be changing out my harnesses to something that is Hans compatible. These straps are too thick. They're not Hans compatible. I really want something that's got the thinner, something probably like a hybrid. I don't know. I've reached out to a few companies to kind of learn. I'm very, very new to motorsports. If you have recommendations or any pointers, tips for safety equipment, do's, don'ts, anything like that, feel free to drop them down in the comments section. But one of the major issues, obviously, I need to clean up the wiring back here, and this battery bracket was not secure. There is no way I was going to pass tech with that.
You got the cute battery in there.
The cute battery.
Small.
Oh, that fits like perfectly over where that's the only place that the fiberglass is thick. Good job. It looks really good for a prototype. Heck yeah. Now we just have to go in and drill out the holes, which Josh wants me to do. And I'm scared.
You're gonna need the 90 angle drill for it.
That versus that. Never mind, Josh is gonna do it. He said he should probably do it. And he's probably right.
Under the battery here.
So it might be easier if we jack it up and take the wheel off. I don't know. Cool, so you can see here, this was where the original mount was. It was just these two holes here. He's gone in with a 90-degree and a drill bit. If this is the spec we end up staying with on the final product, we'll go ahead and let you guys know down below like what size drill bit needs to go with it and everything like this. Next, we're going to do riv nuts in here because, as you can see, there's the ground through the hole. There's really nothing on the other side over here. On this side, about an inch down is the subframe. So we need something to anchor into the other side, but I still want this to be removable. So we decided to go with a riv nut system. That was Josh's idea. I didn't come up with that. He says it's going to be the best that we have. So that is how the system is going to bolt up. We're going to take this to the track and test it out before we make any adjustments, before we change this, before we finish it up and paint it and make it look nice. But I think this is going to work way better and be a great option for other Elise owners.
Use a step bit, just be careful. But you can fit a normal drill in with a step bit to do your holes for the rib nuts.
And now we do the riv nuts. I don't know how to use a riv nut tool, so Josh has just decided to do everything while I stand here and not help.
My shirt goes
Per usual.
Yeah, I'm not wearing
Because it's a race car.
Thanks, Nico. Race car. I don't think I understand how that tool works.
It's gonna be a pain in the ass to get this tool to work in here.
1 riv nut in, 5 to go. Right? That's 5. Yeah, I can count. So for clearance sake, we're able to get the riv nut tool in there, but to remove it,
You have to undo the
Josh has to undo it from
tool.
the drill and then move it by hand, which is fine because there's only 5 of them. If there was like a dozen, that would be really annoying. I'm sure he's also really annoyed with 5, but still.
And she's putting the best. Oh, it's like.
Then the bolts just go in like that, and next we put the battery in, right? What's the next part?
Well, I'm just checking to make sure they all start.
Okay, and this is how it looks all together, and then it's got 2 mounting holes on the side for the bracket that goes over it. Josh let me know the best way to take this in and out is to actually undo all of the bolts from the riv nuts, detach the entire assembly, install the battery, put everything together, and slide it back in, so I'm not putting unnecessary stress onto the fiberglass, because even though that is the thickest part of the fiberglass in this rear hatch here, I still don't want to put stress on it. So that's how the setup looks so far. We're gonna take it out, put it together, see how everything fits, and then take it to the track this weekend and see how it performs. Okay, we got everything in there. Go ahead. That's shaking the whole car. I don't know if the camera can pick up on that. I think that might actually be the most stable thing in the car right now, but we're gonna get it to the track and do some shakedown miles with it, see how the car does, see how the battery bracket does, and see if we need to make any changes.